Hello, are we live? Hello? It's been a while since I did this, so I'm feeling kind of anxious. And I'm not sure if my audio is set up correctly, if my mic is working as intended, if music is not too loud. So let me quickly look at the stream on my phone. So... Alright, it seems to be fine. We're live, so that's kind of cool. So, alright, so welcome everyone to today's dev stream. Today we're going to make the new... Oh. Alright, the stream... Alright, I see the first issue popping in. The stream's current bitrate is lower than the recommended bitrate. Alright, this should be fine, I hope, so... Right, so on today's stream we're gonna, as you can guess from the title, we're gonna work in the new world and level selection screens. So let me just quickly show you my screen. I sadly don't have a second monitor, so sadly we'll only be in this mode. So the actual way for me to view the chat is in my actual panel, so like, yeah, unless I use my phone. But yeah, just to quickly show you what I mean by today's, what we're gonna do in today's dev stream is that... Hold up. Keep in mind that this is a very work in progress version, everything is seasoned final, so it's still under development. I actually turned down the music a bit, because like it's too loud for my taste. It's kind of distracting. Alright, so... Yeah, so as you can see, well, this menu right here doesn't exactly look the prettiest. There are some issues here. Generally, I don't like the look and feel of it. Like, as you can see, it just doesn't really look that good. I won't spoil what's inside of them either. But as you can see, like, the buttons are kind of ugly. It's all just temporary work in progress developer UI, so yeah, today we're gonna fix that, but I'm not sure if we're gonna finish the entire thing today, but at least a portion of it will be done today. So yeah, there's also a really important thing, is that I'm currently under the process of refactoring the way the game loads levels. As you could see, there was like a loading screen, and if you couldn't, let me quickly demonstrate that. Oh yeah. Yeah, I kind of forgot to change the test level name, that's kind of awkward, but... In any case, as you can see, there was like a loading screen, but there's a small issue with that, is that when you actually get back to the menu, the game will simply crash. And I'm not sure what's the issue with that is. I'm investigating that, but it's all caused by the new refactor of the loading system, so there's no way for me to fix that. Also, just a quick note, because I'm not sure if all of you read the new devlog. I kind of showed new things in here as well, like the new stats screen, but it shows like the entire game statistics, like the playtime, attempts, jumps, etc, etc, as well as the new achievements, new trails, for example. Not sure if you've seen this one. Kind of cool stuff. It's all customizable if you go to this customize menu. You can actually like choose it all here, but then if I go to the sandbox level, you can see that I currently have this cool rainbow trail, which is kind of cool. Yeah, there's a new thing that I also showed in that post, is that there's new damage effects, damage sounds, etc. So, pretty exciting stuff. And if I enable the music and make it a bit louder, there's this effect applied. Also kind of cool, in my opinion. But yeah, so let me just prepare my code editor, and then yeah, I think we can start. Alright, so first things first, I kind of want to go to my level select, or it was a play game section, I kind of don't remember now. Yes, this one. Alright, so I kind of forgot how it works, so it's gonna be fun, because it's been a while since I coded it. Alright. Campaign world button scene. So I assume this is actual world button that's used. Yeah. Right, so it's kind of huge. I forgot all this stuff, so... Alright, so I'm not really exactly... don't really have anything in mind when it comes to the new world selection UI. But the closest thing I was thinking about is that it could possibly like this screen where you have like the, say, big panel, and then you have arrows left and right. So maybe like indicators at the bottom at which world you selected, and you maybe could have like a, for example, a title for the world, say Seaside, which just show here. Again, don't really have any stuff in mind. Then it could show like Seaside, and I don't know, and then you click it, and it has like, you know, a separate section for level selector. It could also be all in a single screen with like levels being as little grids in a grid, boxes in a grid, stuff like that. I think it's much better than have 5 billion pop-ups just to have play a single level. But then I'm not exactly sure how to display information about it. Like, for example, if it's like, I can't really exactly find like a nice way to show stuff, like, for example, if this level contains any collectibles, or if this level has any essence, how much essence this level has. Maybe it could be like a separate I button somewhere that like shows like the actual info, but I'm not really sure. That's kind of something I'd have to figure out. Something like that. Not really sure. Real? I think the button itself is cool, just the level select list kind of sucks. Yeah, there's like a couple of steps we could take, directions we could take. We could, for example, completely redesign the screen, like so. Or we could just like leave it as is, with this kind of list, I'd say. Because I do agree it's kind of nice, it's kind of fine, but this part isn't exactly. But then I'm not really sure how to handle that either, because, well, I don't really want it to be like a separate pop-up screen with like, but yeah. I think that info behind additional button would kind of suck as well. That's a fair point, but I also been thinking of moving these things out of a separate section. So for example, I could keep the exact same layout. However, I could possibly move campaign and custom in like at the bottom, at the top here, and you can switch to them as tabs. And then you have this panel in here, and yeah, and you have the list of levels. So instead of going play game, campaign, like having 4 clicks to go to the level, you limit this to basically 1, 2, and 3, and then here you go, you have level. And the level, unless you want to play custom world pack, you just press custom in here, and just like the custom levels. So yeah, there's a ton of routes to take. Right, I think for as a beginning, I would kind of start with actually the thing I said. So instead of going to the game mode section, I believe, yeah. Instead of going here, I would just remove it entirely, and then it would just go to this section instead. This way it could be much cleaner. And then at the top there would be like campaign and custom, if that makes sense. So let me just go to menu new. In here, let me disable the splash layer. Right. And in the... Oh, I just could have gone to the main section instead. But anyway. And for the play... Oh wait, yeah, it's in the script, so I gotta change some of this stuff. Play pressed, and for example, it would go to display level, display play section, but I'm not sure if this is what's supposed to be. Right. Let me just quickly take a look. Jesus, it's been a while since I wrote all that, so I kind of don't remember how to properly use it, so hence the confusion and uncertainty. Alright. Yeah, now it goes straight into the play game section without this, but obviously when I press back in here, it just still goes there. So let me just quickly change that as well. Play game, display, main section. Did I die? Oh, live? Right, stream died for a sec. That's kind of nice to know. Right. Now we got something like this. It's kind of cool, but I feel like it's gonna crash. It was gonna crash, but I'm not sure. Yeah, so this is what we got. And yeah. Alright, so the next thing is that this section in here isn't kind of looking nicely. I think it stopped container. Need to change that. But yeah. Oh, I think it's from the previous version where indeed intended to be just like 2 tabs at the top. But anyway. Well, I think I'll mute Steam for a sec because I don't want to have Steam disturbing the stream, so let me just quickly disable that. Hello, Zviv. We're getting. Holy freak. Real. Alright. Now back to the points. Not really sure where, where this panel comes from, like this background. I think it's from a default theme. But I'm not sure. Yeah, it's from the default theme. So probably have to remove it. And then we have, yeah, we just have this. Alright. And I believe this is the, yeah, this is the setting to use, and then I just could probably just go like that. Maybe just like make it completely dark, and then this is the alpha, and then for the corner radius I would just go like 888 on all sides. And it looks way too scary in my opinion, but let's just see if it breaks anything for now. Oh, it didn't, so it's kind of pointless to. But then, yeah, but then there's another issue, is that it's kind of too tall to contain all these three buttons. So what I could do, HBox container. Maybe instead of going expand, just scale to fit the, maybe not, but I'll see. Oh. Alright, maybe I can instead go shrink center, but I'm not sure which. Yeah, vertical shrink center, and then set the minimum size to say 600 maybe? Maybe 400. I kinda need to scale it in a way that it still contains all the buttons, but doesn't have this part in here. That makes sense. But I kinda don't want to do this by hand. Preferably so it's a bit more dynamic, but UPC moment. Yeah, true. Need to be like that. And for the... oof. Oof. Yeah, I kinda don't like that. But then, what's the matter with the world buttons? Why did they not modify sizes? I think it's because... I think it's because it's inside of a scroll container, and scroll container does not have this kind of behavior. Wait. Yes, it is. Clip, maybe, enable spoiler ranging of canvas item based students should be clipped. This controls rectangle. I don't think it will change how to lay out stuff, but... Oh. Maybe instead of using the top container, I could just get rid of it completely and just replace it with a panel container instead. Or just change its type in here. Panel container. And remove the tab. the tab and then just move it up there like that. Margin container, and then instead of using a margin container, I would just use the property of the panel for the margins themselves. So content margin and say 888. I'm not sure what expand margin is. Alright. Oh, this could be actually useful. But I'll leave it for later. Well, let's see how it behaves now. Didn't really change much, but I'm noticing a weird thing here. Is that for some reason there's another dark thing. Maybe I just could make it color like brightly red for a sec and then see how it looks like. So for what I can tell... Huh. For what I can tell... Is this the... Oh, I think it's the roll button clipping a bit. I mean, leaking. I'll do it like so. Yeah, it's kind of misconfigured a bit. Yeah. Yeah, again, it's been a while since I did this. Like, it's been way before I started private alpha testing, so. Okay, let's just make sure the outline is also the correct size. Right, let's see how it looks like now. And it's kind of fixed, yeah. It's kind of fixed now, but obviously it doesn't really look quite nice yet, but it doesn't leak, so that's a good sign. But yeah. Another idea is maybe I could have the scroll container shrink towards the center and not fill the entire screen, but I think it's just gonna break stuff. It won't work like that. Yeah, I think it will. Huh. Alright. Maybe I could just like also place the buttons inside the editor as well, just to have a quick preview of things. Looks better. I'd add some campaign custom selector on top and perhaps make the buttons less wide. Yeah, that's the idea. That's what I was talking about. Like the campaign custom would be at the top here instead. And now I gotta figure out how to size the actual background so it matches the world buttons instead of, you know. Because you can see if I mark it with a different color, like there's a gap in here. It doesn't look exactly nice. So there's a few things I can try. I could, for example, make the minimum size a bit larger, since like we are dealing with only a couple of worlds, so to say. And it's like campaign buttons. I think it would be a great idea to emphasize that. I'm not sure why this... Oh, okay, I see why. Size flags, expand, horizontal and vertical expand just in case. But why is the thing not... Yeah, this way I could, for example, make it, not this. Right, road direction, what's that? Right, you can probably... I'm not really that familiar with those UI systems, so I'm not exactly the person to do this. So I'm just messing around and see what sticks. Makes sense. Oh wait, why does it not? Oop, sorry, so I got a call, so can continue now. Nah, it's not that, nah. Mało na klasie, nie, to akurat nie, ale... Alright. Just got a call. Not sure if you also get like the social questioning kind of stuff, like... Social questioning, social questioner or something like that? No. But... Still, the question remains, why does this... Maybe... Oh, here we go. Alright, this should be better now, but... Alright, this... Alright, this didn't really go as intended, but... Maybe these are a bit too large. Maybe 126 plus 32 maybe. And same thing for the minimum size and see what sticks. Yeah, just playing around experimentation. This should be in here instead. Not in here. This is a bit better. I feel like the fonts could be a bit bigger as well, because like, and the spacing is a bit too awkward. This is my personal opinion, but... yeah, I'd much rather not have all of these in a single... box. Got a funny name. So maybe this could be like the header. And I could perhaps make the separation a bit smaller or larger. I could control these separately now. Could make them closer together. Like say -8 maybe. And it's way too close to each other. So maybe something like -4. And maybe the font size could be bigger because we have a ton of working space, so maybe this could be like 64. But if it's previously was 32, maybe something like 48. I'm not really a graphics designer, so I'm just messing around and seeing what sticks. Don't really like the use of the thin font. Maybe I could do some like a medium size. No Roboto. Jesus Christ. Bold. The question is, do I have like a Montserrat? Is there like a Montserrat medium? There is. I could probably import that. Ooh. Right, and for the order label, I could perhaps make it a bit larger too, but without affecting the other ones. Something maybe like 20. Now that I think about it, since most of the game goes for this italics thing, I could play a bit with that too. It looks exactly the same, the font I mean. Well, is it? I don't know. Maybe I could make it uppercase. Oh, no, we ain't doing that here. Maybe I'll just leave it as bold, because it doesn't scream that much. Line spacing, is this? No, it's not this. Maybe it's in the font. Yeah. Maybe increase the character spacing a bit. Ah. Nah. No, it's not. It's not exactly. Actually, it's pretty sweet, not gonna lie. Yeah, it kind of is, especially like most of the game kind of like goes with this italics kind of deal. Not sure if you noticed, like for example, in the latest gameplay clip when there's like a this level complete screen. Yeah, it's all italics too. So this is what I've been experimenting with. Alright. I'm not exactly sure how I feel about it. Maybe if I could actually place the actual buttons and see how they look like. Oh, alright. Ooh, I kinda like it now. I like it now, because like you can see the art better now. It's kinda sweet. Ooh, I know what we can try actually. Because I feel like we could perhaps animate this background. It scales as well, or rotates. Reminds me of Supreme logo somehow. It kinda does actually, yeah. Another idea, maybe I could just get rid of the background altogether and see how it looks like. It's gonna be better than not. Maybe I need to add like a default outline to that, because it's kind of inexistent at the moment. Maybe instead of having completely dark, I could maybe have it a bit like grayish by default. But there's no way for me to see it. Nah. I mean, maybe I could just disable blending. You. This looks kind of ugly. So maybe I'll just enable blending it back again. Or maybe I could perhaps have the border sort of match the average color of the world. It's kind of hard. So instead of it being... Or maybe it could perhaps get behind the gradient, so it's influenced by that as well. Not sure why my... So let's say... Hmm. Oh yeah, this could look like that for World 1, and then for World 2 it could be greenish. Just let me switch to HSL and then maybe like make it greenish color and see how that will look like on World 2. Something like that. And then for the lavender fields, something like that. Yeah, I'm not sure about that idea now. I think I'll just get rid of it. Why is my... Okay. You're onto something here. I kind of want to give each one a certain characteristic. Or maybe I could, for example, not animate the outline, I could just like leave it. And maybe I could animate the gradient itself, because this could be something cool. Make it a bit... I think the gradient makes it a bit spooky, like dark. Maybe I could like reduce the... like increase transparency on it, it could look a bit better. We can't even tell. Fun. Right, now we can. Let's see if I can actually somehow animate the world image too, because I feel like this could be like a fun idea. Oh, keep us with covered. And then maybe I could enable clip contents, but no. On this one, maybe I could enable clip content, and then if I could, for example, play around with the world image here. I wish I could have this window top somehow. Well, maybe not spooky. I mean, like, so it's too dark for my taste. And maybe for the pivot, I could, for example, go. Can I do something like that? No, I can't. Correct size. Can I use properties in expressions? That would be kind of cool. No, I can't. Shame. And maybe I could center the pivot, and if I center the pivot and then start rotating, Maybe increase the scale a bit. Something maybe 1.2. And then if I rotate it, yeah, as you can see, if I start rotating the image inside of it, it just kind of can animate that too. I think that's a neat idea too. This is something worth trying, actually. Either by playing around with the scale. Maybe I could change how these images scale. Not tell. Especially not that. I need a better keep aspect. No, not that. What's the difference between keep and keep aspect? Howard. Right, I see. $64 maybe. Nah, this is not exactly what I mean. Yeah, but I could actually play around with the rotation, animate it somehow, because it kind of clips. Oh, oopsie. Because it kind of clips inside the button, so it's kind of nice. Just let me get scale. Or maybe instead of doing rotation, I could also do position, so it kind of slides to inside, like with an animation. Maybe a combination of that. Or maybe I could... Actually, yeah, let me just play around with animation a bit. Uh-oh. Play focus. Alright, this is where the fun begins. This is where the fun begins. Right. So, world image. Yeah, I can tell I did it in a quick and dirty way, just to have it working. So, texture, image. Image? Texture rectangle? Yeah. Something like that. And then I could get all of this stuff when this button spawns. Sorry, texture rectangle. And maybe in a separate function, so it's a bit more separate. I'll just reorganize the script a bit and then we'll get to animating stuff. If finger rotation is the way to go, I'd probably play around with slightly zooming on the background. I'll try a few things. I think both could look cool, but again, I'm not really sure. I'm just experimenting. I don't really have any plans on how I want to approach this, but okay. Instead of doing this, I'm just gonna have a separate function here. So thing that calls a method. I can remove these. What is going on here? It's kind of embarrassing. Name can be simplified. How so, Mr. Compiler? Really? Really? In their opinion, this is simplifying. You just put a lowercase. Okay. Fine. Uh, Let me just... I get flashbacks from watching Moshka dev streams. I kinda too, but... You know... Instead of making an SCP game, we're making a jumpy score game. In a while. I kind of want to do this more often, because like, it kind of helps me not detract from developing the game, and it's also a good way to boost engagement. Also nice to show people it's also a nice occasion for me to show the world my absolutely horrendous code. Oh. You can crouch in either. I mean... Nah, I don't think you can crouch in this game. But then I'm not sure how it would work though. Like, imagine if I did add crouching. I'm not sure. I'm not even sure how to implement that. That's kind of funny. World name. Yeah, just wow. An available overlay. Do I want to make these? I guess. I'm at it. Locked overlay. Node control. Yeah. Unavailable and locked overlay equals get node control. Available overlay. Something to add in post-release patch. Crouching. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure how to approach this. Like, jokes aside, like, how would you implement crouching in this type of game? This is a great question, actually. But I'm not exactly sure if I'm the one who would tackle that. Locked. Here we go, locked. And it slowly becomes less scary, but... Alright, guess I can leave it as this. Private label, progress, label, fragments, label. When it comes to the posting concept art to Discord right now. Oh dear god. No. Progress label, git node. I just copied like so. Yeah, I do hope my audio is actually fine, like at least bearable, because I'm not sure about the levels. Maybe I could probably make the music a bit louder, but... Alright, and now for the world image, because we already can use it in here. Right. And now for the animation. Let's just make sure it doesn't crash when I build it and run it. It does crash. Cool. World button CS26. World order label. Oh. Alright, that's kinda... Object reference not set on an instance. Alright. Interesting. Line 26. So this is world order label. But maybe I used... No, I did use the correct name. What? Is it something happening? Is it play game section being funny? Oh yeah, sure. It's cause... Alright. It's cause it doesn't enter the tree, so it can't really retrieve the... So I probably have to... Yeah, see how it goes. I see. Yeah, it's a bit of programming, but... I hope so, because... Alright, you know what? I think for now I'll just do something like that. And then I just like add a bool. Got nodes, I guess. Just like, I just don't wanna spend so much on it. I'll just add note for myself. Better to do this once in ready instead. Ooh, holy frick, home reasons. It doesn't crash, yippee! Right, now for the actual animations. Because the new buttons actually can now do animations because I have new stuff like on button up and on button down. So this is something worth playing around with. Because again, this all of this was written when I just literally at the beginning, so it's been a while since I updated it. Is there like a default animation for all this stuff? Did I add this in? No, I didn't. Shame. Will I go to the FNAF movie? I really want to, but I don't think so. Because watching it by myself is kinda awkward. I'd better invite some friends and to watch together. I don't think I will. Right, now we're adding the animations for stuff. And I think I could copy this from here. Will you go to the FNAF movie? That's the question. Rect pivot offset. Right, this should place it in the middle. Do something like that. And then I could actually copy the animations I have here. On press, on focus, centered, on... Oh, I don't think I implemented it here. I think for that, I did this in the level complete button. Yeah, I think this one. Level complete button and play button down animation this one. Oh, Jesus. Alright, this is a bunch of hard-coded animations. That's kind of fun. Alright. Play button down animation. Tween. Do I have to? I think it's a quirk because of a crash that occurred, but not a fan of movies nor going to the cinema. Yeah, the thing about cinemas is that I feel like 90% of them are kind of annoying in a sense that sometimes, at least in the ones I've been to, the image quality kind of sucked. In some, even the audio isn't completely set up correctly, so there's no way to like properly experience it. Like in some theaters it's kind of good, but in my city, I don't think there's been a theater where I actually enjoyed it. Either the image quality was bad, like the projector, or the audio was bad. And apart from that, you have to sit next to smelly people. So that's kind of not cool. So yeah. Right, be back. Back to animations. Play button down animation. And for the tween, we're gonna do something like that. Or scam call? No, just people invading my room. Despite me saying I'm streaming, so that's kind of funny. Oh. Alright. I think I gotta play around with this, change the parameters for the animation. Because it's kinda too extreme. But other than that, I need to also add a button up animation. Alright. But as again, play button up, and then for the we just to increase the target scale. Maybe something 0.9 could work. Yippee! Now, the thing I wanted is the focus animation. And now, first things first, I kinda want to enable the outline back. Alright. Yeah, and for the focus animation, I think I'll just go with some rotation for a sec, just to see how it looks like. So world image, rotation. I think, yeah, rect rotation. This is what I gotta change. So tween property, objects world image, property rect rotation, final var value, maybe something like 0.1 duration tween time. See how it looks like. I think it won't look pretty. Huh. It doesn't work. It doesn't work. That's because it's too tiny. Tween property world image, property rect scale, final var vector to the 1 times 1.1 duration tween time, and then I'm gonna do the same thing but in reverse in here. Rect rotation 0 and vector tsura 1. And see how it looks like. Alright. What? Looks kind of weird. But why? Oh, it's because I don't set it as parallel here. That's why it doesn't look pretty. Here we go. In that set trans, tween that trans type back. Maybe increase the scale. Why? Maybe I need to increase the tween time because it's way too fast. Like, I feel like this sort of parallax thing could be a bit longer, and for the... And I kind of want to apply the transition only to the actual things in here. Transition type Exponential? Maybe exponential, yeah. That looks... That looks cool in my opinion, but needs to tweak the parameters still. Like, need to tweak the time for these as well. I think for these ones I also need to add transition type to exponential one. And maybe shorten the time instead of making it faster. Sorry, slower than the power one. Here we go. All right. But there's like a... But for some reason there's like a bug. Like it kind of... Here we go. It's kind of cool now. Maybe another idea, because I feel like... Maybe I could... I have another idea, because I remember I once had an idea to have like a sliding play icon. When I was first making these buttons, but I kind of scrapped that. Oh. Yeah, maybe I could add that. That would actually kind of be cool. So what I was thinking is that I could probably have this play icon. Yeah, I think I could do. I think I could do that actually. That sounds kind of interesting. Right, so in here. In here, maybe like... Yeah, I feel like... Or maybe instead of... No, I think I'll just do like a texture rectangle play icon. Center right. And for the texture I'm gonna use this. But there's a small problem with that. Center right, yeah. Or maybe instead of having this, maybe I could have something like that? Or maybe just like a simple arrow. No, I feel like this could be fine. No. No worky. Right now it's worky, but it's too big. So maybe like 120, 28 to 128. Center right. And then for the play icon, I also have like a kind of an, what I was thinking maybe was it could it'll start maybe somewhere, wait, it could maybe start something like way off the screen, invisible, and then it would slide back and then turn will fade in, so it could look kind of cool too. But I need to figure out why sometimes the twin doesn't really play along nicely, it just breaks. It kind of bugs me out, but maybe I could move the outline out of the gradient, so it's above the gradient instead. Right, time to do some things with our play icon, I suppose. It should be also above the gradient. World image, play icon. Let's see. Text rectangle, play icon. Why did the bottom two zoom in normally, but the first one zooms and tilts? What? What do you mean? That's it? No, it's fine. I think it's just because like these have less features and are more boring, you can't really tell, but I kind of wish I could like somehow change how this image is positioned. Maybe I could, instead of doing expand, I could just play with positioning a bit. Because I kind of don't like how you clip content. Maybe this is what clip content is for, because if it is, then I could say do it to like a 1080p image, and then I could possibly just like move it my own way. Yeah, it kind of works like that, but maybe keep aspect covered, and it should, maybe no, keep span. Never mind, I'm just gonna reset all of that. Don't save. World button. Don't reset all of that. Experiment failed. Right, back to the play icon. I got sidetracked. Now for the play icon, I could do play icon dot rect position dot x. Oh, I can't do this. It's gonna complain, so I gotta rect position equals new vector 2 play icon dot rect dot x. plus 64. It's all hard-coded, but it doesn't really matter because it's like in a single anim function, in the context of a single method. So I cannot really care all that much. Would definitely not do this in any other thing. Play icon, property, rect, position X. And maybe I need to store the original position before doing stuff with it, just in case. Play icon, original pose. Duration tween time. Maybe something like that. Rect position that X, and then play icon modulates A is gonna be 1. Yes. Something like that. Then the same thing, but we gonna something like that. And see how it looks like. I think it should work now, but I'm not really sure. Oh. Alright. That didn't really go well. I think I know why. Because I better set this at when we first get the nodes, so... Oopsie. Now it's gone. For some reason. That's kind of funny. A what? Yo? Alright. That doesn't make sense at all. Alright. Maybe I should set it once instead. But why does it, like... What? Correct position. Am I not setting the correct position? Correct position. Correct position. I love when it happens. Okay, maybe for now I should not animate this and look if other stuff works. Maybe it's just because... I think I know why it happens. I think I actually know why it happens. Wait. Ah, no. I think I precisely know what happens. Yes, I think I should do this in here instead. Right, yeah. Alright, yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I think I know why. It's because when I set the original position, it kind of doesn't have one because it didn't add the elements, so it didn't have a chance to position the elements correctly after I could, like, yeah. That's kind of working, but it doesn't offset the icon now. So now play icon, so it's rect position will be play icon original path. Yeah, new. Did I not do this in here somewhere? No, oh, here we go. Mm-hmm. Hmm. It's kind of not how I imagined it to look like. For some reason, it's kind of way too far. Huh. Oops. All right. What? What's up with Zaro? Uh. Wait, is this actually... No, I don't think so, but let me just quickly test something out. Alright. Oh. Alright, so let's see. If I play icon and clip contents, should I... No, wait. I think it's... Should be this one. Not sure at this point. Okay, now it's... Ah. Also, I feel like that's bugged. Jump position. Hi, Mark. Good to see you. It's been a while. How you doing? I think I know why. That's because I think I better do this sort of thing when I have to play the animation, because this way it should have. Yeah, I start to hate this a lot. Looks pretty vibing. What about you? Managed to get a girlfriend somehow. Congrats. That's good to hear. It's kind of cool you vibing. I am working on the game. So, not really sure if there's anything else I can tell. Yeah. Maybe. I wanna test something. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's not what I think it is. Oh. But still, it shouldn't be. Create secret fourth world that just boots Half-Life 2. Believe it or not, there's already a secret world 4, but it doesn't boot Half-Life, so. I remember I did a thing for a joke. Wait, I need to turn off my screen for a sec. I think I did something similar as a joke. But. Wait. But I gotta find this. Yeah. Right, here we go. I once made like a trigger that when you enter it, it just starts geometry tabs. I think that's kind of funny. This is what I did once. Bury and bake it, put Half-Life free. Yeah, you gotta figure this out. Lol. Hello, person whose nickname I can't even pronounce. Welcome. But why this? But why this arrow kind of quirky? Right, maybe if I not change the position, what's gonna happen? I'm really wondering. Maybe I could disable the fade out and see how it's actually positioned without all that. It starts getting pretty boring. Yeah, for some reason it's kinda not in the place it's supposed to be. Yes, now it's correct, but... Is there a way for me to override a math function that occurs when toggles can drop? No, get tracked? No. No, not that. Enter tree draw. Maybe it should. Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what's going on here. I mean, I can kind of guess, but right. Okay, maybe I can set it in here and see what's gonna happen. Just gonna mess around, I suppose. I'm not sure if I'm not exactly sure if it's gonna fix my issue, but it sort of did, but not in a sense I expected. Okay, but now I know for sure that this occurs because it didn't really have time to, I guess, reposition all the elements, so it kind of saves in a weird spot. Maybe I can do control docs. Let's see. That's a lot of stuff. That's a lot of stuff. Maybe like reposition? No. Maybe not panel, but okay, I'll leave to code too hard for me. Yeah, this is unfortunately when the code meets the actual visual sort of thing, like the glue. It sticks it all together, but as you can see, it doesn't really go as intended. Things just break. Things just break, and these sometimes have no idea why. Alright, maybe instead of... Alright, maybe I have a better idea. Maybe I could place it instead of another control. Since all of these positions should be relative to the parents, I could do something like this. Alright. And then I could update the apps like that instead. So instead of doing shenanigans like so, and make call it play icon container or something like that. So I'm not. Yeah, it'd be a bit incomprehensible for me as well. It's just sometimes. Yeah, I can understand you all guys. Sometimes it's not even comprehensible to me. What's there to be surprised of? Play focus animation, then we go. Sometimes it would be like that. Play icon original. And now here we do something like this. And now it should work fine. We'll see, we'll see. We'll just try and see how this goes. Doo-doo. Alright. Yeah, it kind of worked. Real? Kind of worked. It kind of worked, but then I have to mask all of that with a fade-in animation. It's gonna look fine. Yeah. And it's gonna look great, in my opinion. Here we go. Alrighty. Nice. Porky. Yeah, now what I wanna do before I finish the stream for unrelated stuff, I kinda want to tweak the animations a bit because I feel like they are too extreme sometimes. Like, for example, could maybe decrease the... Yeah, tweak some of the parameters to make it more smooth, I guess? More slow, because I feel like the changes are way too rapid and it's kinda distracting in my opinion. Here we go. That's looking nice. Let's go. Alright. Yeah, it's also working with different sizes, so they will work fine folded like so as well. So yeah, the final thing left is to tweak these buttons, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do this now, because it's getting... Because I've been streaming for like, what? More than 1.5 hours, so I think it's time to slowly conduct the stream, because I don't think I'll be able to work on this stuff in a reasonable amount of time. But we could do this on our next stream, as actually, because also a good idea. But so far, I think it's kind of good. Yeah, I kind of like it. Right, yeah. I think I'm gonna make the changes and maybe answer some questions if there's any. Right. World select UI redesign work in progress, I guess. Yeah, now from the stuff that's left, let's recap, because the thing I did so far was just the roll buttons. There's also like the tabs for switching the game mode. I mean, like the world packs. So you can, for example, have a tab saying campaign or custom. Then you'll have different stuff depending on what you choose. And then the other thing is... Oh. Right, sometimes clicking doesn't work. That's, again, something to fix for me. Maybe off the stream, but other than that, it's looking kind of sweet. Oh, there was an error. Alright. Got something. Yeah. Next thing is to actually redesign this section, but I feel like this could be like a separate pop-up now. But I'm not sure. There's something for me to figure out next time. So yeah. That should be it. Right. Maybe I can show some stuff around and answer some questions now. Because there's nothing I can do in this time. So yeah, when it comes to customization, there's still a few skins left. I mean, it's not a full list. Some skins need tweaking. Kinda I hate this one the most. It's look kinda weird. But yeah, for now it's only like 6 skins each. You unlock them with most of the stuff you unlock with the essence that you collect in the levels. The thing that you saw in here in the clip, like the yellow thingies, which is what you collect. You can unlock most of the stuff with it. Some things require you to unlock using fragments. Some require you to complete worlds. I'm not sure if I've shown you this, but this game is also translated to different languages. Like for example, you have Polish. It's fully translated, apart from the trails, but they haven't just gotten to translating that. Yeah, but other than that, yeah, as you can see, you have this in Polish too. There's like a funny bug that I'm yet to fix, is that when you change the language, like it still stays in the previous one. So that's kind of funny. Settings got changed, like for example, there's this thing in here. Pretty cool stuff. The FPS bypass could, for example, set ridiculously high FPS, max FPS limit, and it will still work perfectly fine. So it's also optimized for high refresh rates. Yeah, all this stuff. You can also disable screen shake, but yeah, this is all the boring stuff. What are the extra collectibles? 6 for each world. Yeah, these ones are called fragments, and you have 6 of them in each world, and they're basically like these secret coins that you need to find in different places. But yeah, that's kind of all the deal about. And using fragments, you unlock trails, but to demonstrate that, I'll probably need to wipe my save file. So let me quickly do that. Really hope that it won't do the funny with the sound if I do something like that, because it's gonna get really loud. Oh yeah, it's kind of loud. Ooh. Yeah. So, and when I get to customize section, yeah, you need to collect fragments to unlock these. I can of course use my handy debug tool, just go like bypass that, but I feel like, oh wait, what? Okay, that's kind of funny. I think I need to restart the game or complete the levels for them to refresh. Not sure what's the deal here. Alright, now it works, okay, yeah, just as I assumed. Unlike, yeah, you just need to reach a certain amount of fragments that they just collect, they do not deduct. But essence does deduct, so if I give myself some essence and then go to customization and I start unlocking stuff. Yeah, you're just gonna spend that. That's kinda the deal. Maybe I could show my camera animation tool that I made as well, because it's something I'm really proud of in the sandbox world, maybe. Yeah, cinematic tools. I think not this one. Maybe. Yeah, it's a cinematic tool. I just kind of forgot how to use it. I just made it for the trailer and like God. Yeah, so you can pretty much add keyframes, place stuff at a different point. You can enable seeking. Yeah, you can also play around with the zoom on each keyframe. Do some interesting stuff with this. Like you can then visually place this thing here, then preview. I should probably add a feature where you can. Oh, and it's also really buggy because I didn't really make it for public, but for myself, so only I know how to use it precisely. Yeah, and you can also add more keyframes, so you can make pretty complex paths, I guess, like something like that, and then you can play around with zoom on each of these. It also tells you these parameters, and then you can go to the back and then preview all of this stuff. So yeah, well, if I disable the interface and just play with it, yeah, this is how it looks like. Maybe I can make this keyframe longer and this one longer as well. Also a possibility. Kinda cool stuff. Yeah, that's how it looks like. What is the blue circle? The blue circle... I think I need to restart the game because, as I said, everything is really broken right now. Because I'm in the middle of some refactorings. The blue thing is the jump sphere. Let me just quickly show that. Yeah. This is what it does. There's also a green one, which I can also show, because it was in the trailer, so it's not really a spoiler anymore. Called Dash Orb. If I place it, I can change, for example, the direction. The arrow will tell me how it will launch me. For example, I can place it in here, and then put it a certain way, it launches me to the spikes. Why not? And so if I quickly go in here... Yeah. This is how this thing works like. Of course you can make it so it launches you in the air. Something along these lines. You can also configure how strong it does this. I'm telling this in case... don't you think the square should crack more Yeah, sadly it's a bug that I'm yet to fix. It's not intended to work this way. But yeah, it's supposed to crack more gradually. Yeah, as you can see, if I tweak it, I can make it so it launches me precisely into the spot. So yeah, kinda neat stuff. Neat stuff. Yeah, this is what I was talking about. If you go back to the menu again, the funny part is that how to show that without spoiling things. I think I can show you the levels I did in the gameplay clip, like 16 and 17. Like, the issue is that when I go to a new level, it's fine. But when I return to the previous one, it kind of breaks. Well, I don't think I can do this because like debug tools are kind of not well redesigned. So there's no way for me to show this sadly, but I'll pick at the point. So when I get back to the menu, it just breaks. So, I mean, update sandbox level. Yeah, what else I can show? I think I can show some of the stuff from the early versions of the game, because to compare how it looks like now. Like I have this archive of the progress, and then like to look back and see how the game evolved. Like this is what I had a few years ago. Kinda neat. This is how it looks like. This is when I was in the process of rewriting the game from scratch. Yeah, this is when I was changing the style. Yeah, it's kind of crazy to see how the game evolved. It's kind of cool. Oh, there was some spoilers for World 3. Gonna reveal when it's ready, but yeah. Back when there was a story in the game. Yeah, it's also the period when I was planning to add a storyline to the game. But I still kind of have the initial drafts for that. It's kind of funny you think about it. But wait, just quickly look at these. Yeah, I'm kind of embarrassed to read it right now, but the last time I edited it was 7 months ago, so it's been a while since I kind of decided not to go this route. But basically, TLDR was about like a tribe or a ancient cult, which like follows the game follows basically the story of like a cult or a tribe which tapped into an artifact or aliens or whatever, and they kind of messed up really badly, and the game follows the events of that, and as you progress you basically uncover what happened, and yeah, something like that. It was all like hidden lore, and these fragments were supposed to be fragments of the memories, something like that. That's why they're called fragments. Originally they were supposed to be like fragments of knowledge, like extra lore and stuff. So like yeah, this is what the idea was. I think the very first trailer kind of hinted towards that there's like something more to that, like with this ancient sort of like structure and the fragments. It's kind of, I was hinting towards that there's like some deep spooky story to uncover, but luckily I didn't go this route. Because I think this type of game doesn't really need a story, but yeah. The very first versions also had a story. This was this prototype I was doing of a chat that you could like freaking write. Like you press any buttons and it just writes. It was all cringe-worthy, so yeah, this is how the menu looked like as well. Back when the game was going for a more retro style. I'm really glad they just decided not to do this. Yeah, story doesn't fit the game because like it's not exactly the game you look at and think, oh, I wonder what sort of like interesting story you can unfold in here. Like it just looks like a casual, so like like a fun game for a single evening. This is what I kind of want to go in the end. Don't really wanna. Yeah, the Pony Island style. Yeah, I was really inspired by Pony Island. That's a really That's a nice observation. I was really inspired by Pony Island with how they do story. But Pony Island, the major difference is that Pony Island kind of markets on this hook that this is like not a simple game and there's something going on, like something satanic or stuff. So it kind of makes sense in that case, but not exactly in this game. In case of Jump Adventures, let's be honest. Just like in Casa, well, Casa Liquid, I didn't play enough with the judge, so won't say anything. But from what I played, it's kind of fun, but I kind of skipped all the dialogues because I'm not exactly invested in reading dialogue in between pauses. So yeah, this is how it looks like. What else I can show? I think not so much because the rest of the stuff is, the rest of the juice is contained in here. And oh yeah, there's also this because I didn't make so that you can need to unlock the world free, so it kind of, yeah, I started just skipping it for a while. Yeah, that's what I mean. But yeah, extras. I won't show credits because like it's not final as well. Maybe I could do something a bit different this time. Because what I didn't show last time is all of the music behind the scenes. Because I have a new track for you to that I can share with you. The one I made for a completely different thing, but in the end decided to use it for credits. The substitute of me not showing them. Yeah, I didn't rename the project to credits because it's like was used in the credits in the end, but yeah. Yeah, just let me switch to see how the project looks like. It's just a simple 48-second loop. Simple, the same chords, but this is how it sounds like. Yeah, and it just goes on and goes on and goes on. So that's the track. And also maybe show how different sounds from the game as well. I like it. Me too. But I'm yet to see like the reaction of other people because I haven't shipped the update with that. Yeah, I also have the. It's this. Is it this one? Yeah, it's this one. Yeah, it's the correct one. Yeah. I also have this sound that I made, but you can see it's not exactly my sounds. I just found them on free sound with the license I can use, of course. So like, this is the sound for when you pick up the fragment. So yeah. Maybe I can show this. Oh, no, maybe I meant this one. Maybe I can show this better in Fmod. Because Fmod is like the software I use for putting actually the sounds into the game actually. Event editor. Yeah. Not sure if I show this publicly. I kind of plan to have like a demonstration video to show how it works like, but basically what this allows me to do is that I can dynamically change parameters. For example, I can randomize pitch in an easy way without writing it as additional lines of code for that. So it really simplifies the process of making sounds. Like I could For example, play random the sound of the random pitch this way too, or yeah, the essence collect sound also can be randomized. Shadow Eye sort of vibes, yeah. This is what I was going for. So, but then again, I didn't really have a concrete sound in mind. I just felt like there's like this sort of secret stuff that you find. It just like looks kind of, I don't know, we just wanted to make it so that when you pick it up it just sounds big and that you found like a secret, like how you have it in other games, if that makes sense. Usually this big huge long sound, wow, you collected a secret, congratulations. Music is also dynamic in this similar way, like for example World 1 soundtrack works like that. I can change the parameters and it just changes. When it comes to this track, it's probably gonna be changed. I have a plan to remake it because it sounds kind of boring. Kind of don't want to spoil these ones, especially this one. But yeah, it's coming soon. Maybe in the next gameplay clip. Sounds like something Crow Team would make. You mean like this, the track or the sound? Main thing is something I haven't uploaded to YouTube, but it's also something I can show. Again, I'm not the greatest composer out there, but this is what I came up with. The first Ford soundtrack. I actually kind of don't like it. As I said, it's like very repetitive. It's one of the first soundtracks I made for the game, so it's obviously way worse than the later ones. I think I'm gonna remake it one day or another, but we'll see. Because, well, I'm supposed to release this game by the end of the year, and we got like what, like 2 months left, so we'll see how it goes. Same goes for other sounds, like I have this hurt sound. The recent addition is that now it's based on the type of damage. For now you can only get damaged by spikes. So that's this layer. Without this it sounds like this. So yeah, kinda like making sounds for the, like, designing sounds for the game as well. This is also a spoiler, but not really, because it was in the trailer. Sliding is also a very interesting sound because it's also really dynamic in the sense that it changes depending on the speed and an angle. So yeah, all of these are really all of these complex behaviors can be made much simpler with fmod, essentially. Yeah. So that's how it's Yeah. Lock. Where's the lock sound? I kinda... Yeah, this is how it all sounds like. Yeah. So these are the sounds. Yeah, I think I'm a go now. Okay, not a fan of wind sound. Well, I'll be honest, not a big fan of that either, but again, this game is still in development, so I probably redesign it as well. In the current version, I kind of... this is also a goal for me currently as well, because a lot of these sounds used to sound different. Like, for example, the unlock sound... unlock sound sounds like this now, but it used to sound like... if I can find it, I think it's the new one. Yeah, it's the new one, but I'm not sure if I have... oh, it's the old one. It used to sound like this. Now it sounds like this. Not gonna lie, you're good at music, thank you. I mean, I'm mostly good at making electronic bangers. Not exactly chill, tribey, natural, organic sounding songs, so... yeah. Yeah, for Summer Cell, yes. Maybe a bit after the stream, because I gotta make myself some tea, and... new one sounds way more dramatic. Well, I mean, again, it's something that I have to see how testers react. If they will find it good enough, then if they not complain, then that's good. If it's actually too dramatic, I might as well change it too. Again, that's how games work, so... this sound is also a temporary one, it's not the final one. Like, most of this stuff is gonna change anyway. So yeah, I think this will conclude today's stream. I will go now, and see you next time. Bye bye.